guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am filming this video on the same day that I filmed my other video. I have time to film today, so I just want to get it over with. In this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of either self-studying or taking an LSAT class. So I will start off by saying I personally preferred self-studying. I wish that I had not paid to take an LSAT class. I feel like it was a waste of money, and in my personal experience, I started the LSAT class and took my actual LSAT with the same exact score. So I didn't see any score increase. And for anyone, before you come in the comments and say like, oh, it's because you didn't take the class serious, that was not the case. I was in every class. I studied every single day. I did all the drilling. I did all the stuff. The pros of the class was, one, that it forced me to dedicate that, I don't even know how long it was, 3 or 4 hours twice a week to only doing LSAT things. So that like carved out a big chunk of my time, so I will say that is a pro. The second pro that I will say is that I feel like it taught me a great logic games strategy. So I will say that I do think it did teach strategy, but yeah, that's really the only two pros that took away from the class, because the cons were that I took a group class, so and even the group class was $1,200. So a private like tutoring package was going to cost even more money than that, and I just wasn't trying to pay all that. The cons of a group class though is that it spends a lot of time like on the overall like subject matter, and it's not really pinpointing exactly what you may need help with. So that is something that I didn't really like, because we could spend like 30 minutes in class talking about this one problem that I get, but it just doesn't weigh evenly, because it's like one problem I could get and no one else could get, and then another problem I could not get but everyone else in the class could get. So it's like there's no like kind of middle ground. So that's something that I really didn't like, and I felt like that negatively like impacted me, and that's why I didn't see like a score increase. Now I will say, like, that's not to say that tutoring or anything is not helpful. I think overall it's going to depend on your learning style. Now going into self-studying, for self-studying you do have to be extremely disciplined, because that is something that you're gonna have to do completely on your own. There's no class that you're paying for that's incentivizing you to show up or to do it. You have to do it based off of your own wants. Like, I had to discipline myself to self-study because I knew I wanted a full scholarship to law school, and to get a full scholarship to law school I needed a good LSAT score. So therefore I was studying every single day. I will say that for self-studying, I think books in and of itself are already expensive. So I will say, if you get some good books, which I will be talking in detail which books I like the best, you need to get books, you need to do drilling, you need to be doing time sections, you need to be doing full-length practice tests at least once a week. And yeah, that's how you can successfully self-study, by incorporating all the different components. You can't just focus on one area and think your score is going to drastically get better. That note, something that I really like to aid in my self-studying is an online platform called the LSAT Demon. It is a subscription-based platform, and I found it when I was studying for my second LSAT, because someone that I knew, she had used it for her first LSAT and she did really well. So I decided to use that for my second LSAT, as opposed to paying for more tutoring. It was an amazing platform. It literally has every single LSAT that has ever been like released to the public. It has all of the tests, it has video and like written explanations for every single problem. So if you get one wrong, you can go and read on why you got it wrong and why the right answer is right. The premium subscription I think was $300 a month, and I had it for 1 month because I used it in between like my July and August LSAT. The premium one offers tutoring, it offers classes, it offers full access to full-length tests, the time sections, drilling, all of that stuff. So I'm probably gonna do a full in-depth video on how I use that specific platform, but that is something that I highly recommend. Overall, personally, I think you should save your money because you could easily end up spending $1,200 on applications in and of themselves. So I would skip the expensive LSAT class and figure out a way that you study best. But again, that's just me. You also, though, if you are going to take a class, you need to self-study prior to your class, period, if you want to get the best outcome from your class. You don't want to just go in the class like, I just feel like if you're going into class without studying anything, you're not giving yourself the full opportunity to really take advantage of the class that you're in. Are the pros and cons that I had when I took my LSAT. But if you guys have any specific questions about self-studying or taking a class and tutoring, you can leave them down below and I will try my best to answer them the best that I can. But I hope that this gave you guys at least something to think about, and I hope it was helpful. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.